Alright, let's see if I can do this in one shot. So, in order to create dedicated servers for the ARPG template, the first thing that you are going to need to do, all the links and everything else to get to where I'm at, will be in the description below, including the code required for the INI file to let it know that you are using Steam. So, first things first, you need to download Visual Studio 2022 if you don't have it already. The stuff that I have for Visual Studio 2022 are as follows for this. Modify. You need to have this one checked. You don't need this one, but I have it anyway. .NET, C++, and then gaming development with this. If you compile for Linux or want to, you are also going to need this one here. And then make sure that you have, if it does, it should do it automatically if you don't have it to begin with. But these three right here as well: 14.36, 31, and just 143 for 2022, and framework 4.6. So once you have Visual Studio downloaded and installed, resume the video after that, and then you're going to want to go to this place. Again, this link will be in the description under UE source part 1, and all you're going to do is log in, and then you're going to connect a GitHub account, which if you don't have one, you're going to need to connect one, or create one rather. But you know, this gives you the step-by-step part on what to do for there. And then after you do that, you're going to go to the Epic Games GitHub, and then once you sign in, you're going to scroll down and you will see this right here show up, and then you will click this. Excuse me, and then you'll see the 5.21 release. You can either do the release one, or you can scroll down to grab the 5.2 right there if you want. I've done both here recently with some projects, so I don't really know what the difference is between the two, because they both work fine for me. But once you do that and that is downloaded, then you're going to go to, you're going to go to wherever you have it. I have it right here. So you drag the zip folder wherever you want, right click it and tell it to unzip files here. Then you can delete the zip file if you want. Open this up, and you're going to run setup.bat, and it's going to download depending on your internet speed for a few minutes to an hour or so. Then once you do that, you're going to run generate project files. That's going to take a couple of hours depending on your system. Once that is finished, a command window will pop up for both of these, and it will close automatically when it's finished. So once this window right here closes, then 5.21 for source Unreal is officially installed. And then once that is done, then you're going to want to come into your template here, and you are going to want to go to Tools, and then click New C++ class, do None, and click Next, and then you're going to name it whatever you want. I already have one created, and then you're going to click Create Class, and it's going to create C++ code for your blueprint project. You're not going to have to do anything in C++, so if you don't know C++, it's fine. Don't start sweating now. Once you do that, you're going to want to close your project entirely. I dropped it down because I've already done it, but you're going to want to close your project all the way, and then you're going to see this here, and you're going to have obviously your U project. Now before we continue for this, you are going to want to go to this place. I'll have this in the description below as well, and then click on Advanced Sessions plugin for 5.21, and then download from over here. Once you get it downloaded, you're going to right click in your project area. You're going to right click, new folder, and then whenever mine decides it wants to do it. There we go. And then you are going to rename that new folder plugins, and you are going to open the zip folder and drag both of these in here. Once you do that, you're going to right click on this and you're going to switch Unreal Engine version, and you're going to select source build at 5.2.1, and then you're going to, I didn't mean to just open that twice. Oh well. When it opens, I'll close it. So once you switch Unreal version, you hit OK, and then it's going to pop a window up and say something, I forget, it's a bunch of jumble. Once that's done, then you're going to go and generate Visual Studio project files, and it's going to open up the same window that you saw previously, and it's going to create a bunch of files for you for Visual Studio to talk to the source version side of Unreal. So once all that's done, then you're going to go into here. This may take a second to open. Whenever it opens. Remember to have your project completely closed when you're doing this on your end. There we go. Now you're probably going to have like a output log down here and some other stuff. I've closed out some windows that I don't require, and then you're going to come up here to the top and you're going to click Development Editor, and then you will right click Solution. The WOT, that's the name of my game, but yours will vary obviously to whatever the name of your game is. But you're going to right click and then Build Solution, and it's going to take some time. It took me 12 hours, but my computer isn't, you know, top of the line as it used to be. So again, depending on your machine, it will vary on the speed. But again, you're going to right click on the solution and click Build, and then when that's finished, it may say, you know, X of number succeeded, 1 failed, or 2 failed. It has said that to me every time. I think there's one time in my life where it has said all of them have succeeded, but it hasn't hindered me whatsoever. So once you do that, that's building the editor side. That's building like the entire Unreal Engine editor from source. Once you do that, you're going to go into the source folder inside wherever your project is located, and your game name will be right here, .target.cs. You're going to right click that, and you're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it. And it'll say your game name .target .whatever. Yeah, this one right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to rename that. So you would delete all the copy, right? Here, I'll do it to make it easier for some of you. So you're going to get rid of the copy, and then right after the name of your game, right before that period right there, you're going to type in capital S server and then hit enter. So it will look like, go away, my hard drive's dying, I think. So it'll say your game name right here and then server after it. Once you do that, you can close this, and then we need to go back into, I lied, don't close it. You probably already have. You're probably yelling at me. And then reopen the SLN file, which stands for solution, I believe. And then back over here, you are going to open the source folder. oh no, I'm sorry, not for UE5. You want to find your games folder, and then you're going to drop this down, and you're going to right click on the source folder, click add existing item, and you're going to go to wherever your game is, the source folder, and then you're going to grab that one that you just made, and you're going to click add, and then it'll show up right here. That is not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Thank you. And then you're not going to have this in here. Yours is going to be obviously the default that we copied. So this code right here will be in the in the description below, with where mine says WOT, it'll say your game name here, your game name here, and your game name here. This is case sensitive. It has to match exactly what the name of your game is right here. Otherwise, it will throw you syntax errors fucking galore. So make sure that you put your correct name, and your correct name there. And then once you do that, you're going to go File, Save All, click this again, click Development Server, and then up here you're going to right click again and click Build Solution. The server side always is going to be quicker to build inside of here because it runs headless, so it doesn't require 99% of the stuff you need for the actual game. And then once that gets done building, click the X, reopen your project, and then you're going to open BPARPG game instance. And right here on Find Session, you are going to right click and you are going to type Find Sessions Advanced. And then click that one, which will give you this node the minute my computer catches up. There we go. Now we already have it, so I don't need it. But your player controller goes there, results go there, LAN goes there. You want to show all servers, and then just copy my settings that you have, or that I have, excuse me, right here. Plug all these into the appropriate ones, and then for the dedicated server part to work, you are going to want to go and right click and type is dedicated, and then click yes, or not click yes, but click it, right? And then hold B for a branch, or you can type if, because it's an if and then statement. If this is true, do that. If this is not true, do that. And then plug that into there. So if this is a dedicated server, we want to create an advanced session. So you will right click and you will create, or type create advanced session, like so. Gives you that node. And then public connections, completely up to you. Use LAN as false. That's true. That's true. This will be false, so on and so forth. Go ahead and just copy that if you want. These are here strictly for me for when I am running the server, and like I start it, I'll know if it created it or if it had failed. And that's all we need inside of the game instance. Compile and save, yes. And then you're going to want to open the BP sessions list, or session list, and then go to the graph. I take that back because that's what we did right there. I forget he has very clean networking code. So once you do that, and then that one, you don't need to go to the session list. I lied. Come on. So once you have all that done, when you come back to platforms, when you go to Windows, you should see your game name, server, and then your game name. So obviously this does the server build. You just click package project, and then it'll save whatever, and then you would go to, I moved my folder, but you would click your folder where you want it, like a regular package, build, and build it. And then once that finishes, and my thing becomes responsive again, there we go, Windows, you will click this one for the actual game that people will play, package project, and then you would take the server build, which, one second, where's my test folder? There you are. You would take your packaged Windows server, which looks like this, and you would send that off to your dedicated server that is hosted by whoever you choose. And then this is obviously the game. So to show that this does work, as best I can anyway, because I don't know if I can't record the other fucking screen. So you're just gonna have to trust me on this one. But I'm starting the server up on the other. Oh yeah, and you're going to need to have Steam open. Oh yeah, I gotta show you the INI stuff too. I almost forgot that. I'm waiting for the server to start up on the other, on my actual server. There we go, now it's opening. Now if we go, it may fail because it's like a hit or miss thing, because my server that I have this on is for testing and it's not very powerful. So sometimes it, the async takes too long and it doesn't create the server. If you start it again, it'll have stuff fresh in memory and the server will start 99% of the time. So we just have to wait for, oh wait, I can drag this down, can't I? Yes, I can. So this is my Windows server. This is the server right here that's opening. And you should see if it's going to fail or not. There it goes. Game instance server was created. So to get this log right here to show up, you're going to open up your Windows server and you're going to send this to the desktop as a shortcut, and then right click on it, go to properties, and then in the target line, that's what you're going to see initially. You need to hit space -log, hit apply, hit OK, and then when you open it, this will show up. And you see it says the server was created, so I'll drag that back up there. And then if I go here, and I go here, and I open my game, this is my game. There it is, World of Titans demo. If I hit play, I'm back, bitch. And then I have mine set up to where all the hosting and all that shit's gone. And then we uncheck LAN, click find sessions, and there it is. Now it's got a string of numbers because I didn't set up a name for it. And then double click it to join. And over here, it showed me connecting. Where did it go? Right there was all the connecting stuff. And there I am in my game. Do not tell me that it quit recording. Okay, it didn't. Oh my god, I thought it quit because I saw that thing right there. Oh, I was about to be really mad. And that's pretty much it. Now to show you guys, I need to shut down my server real quick. If you want to create a name for your server, sometimes it works like this, sometimes it actually does not. However, where was it at? Game instance. It helps if you type stuff right. But if you drag off of extra settings, whenever you decide, you know, whenever you deem your time is worthy enough to give me my log out here. And do make an array and drag off and do make literal session property string. And right here you have to type in game name. And then right there is where you would type the value of your name. I may create another tutorial to show how to make this a text file, so you can create or change the name on the fly if you choose to. Like if you wanted to shut down your server and change the name, you could do it in a text note or a text document or whatever, instead of having to change it in here and then do a whole nother build for a server. So if you guys want to see that, just leave a comment under the video and I'll create that to show you how to make that editable through a text document. And then we're done in there for right now, well, technically for the video. And then inside of your directory for your game, you're going to want to go to config, and then DefaultEngine.ini, and then inside of here, oh, hold on one second, I'm sorry. I need to grab my app ID. That way nobody steals it, because the world is a shitty place now. Inside of here is where you're going to copy and paste all of this right here. Again, this will be in the description below, so you don't have to, like, you know, pause it and write it. And then right here is where you'll put your Steam app ID. 480 is fine for testing because that's Space War. But right here is where you'll put your Steam app ID when you have one. And that's the only thing you have to change. Now I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to fucking... Don't save it. I could have just did that, huh? Yep, okay. And that's pretty much it. The hardest thing is having patience while the engine builds. And you are going to need like an additional 200 gigs if you haven't figured that out yet. I probably should have led with that. But, yeah. So, if there's anything else that you have, questions, comments, concerns, I'll leave a link to my Discord down below as well. Or you can just put a comment on YouTube. I'm really active on answering questions that people ask on there. I hope that this has helped somebody and was very informative. Until next time.